What's the deal, pickles? Is everything kosher? Guys, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning here on the East Coast of Gettysburg, Maryland, guys. And I'm back for another new Leads Leap review, guys. And we're going to kind of pick up what we talked about in the last video about actually being able to redirect to an actual thank you page. And so by now, you guys know, just how really simple and easy it can be to set up your own marketing systems and marketing funnels and replicated websites using shared codes, bridge pages, thank you pages, video sales pages. You guys know that there are quite a bit of creativity now at your disposal, just in terms of using the LeapThe platform. And we know that you can advertise inside the LeapThe platform. Guys, I still haven't even cracked the surface in terms of what we could do. And we're going to be moving on and talking about a lot more of the resources inside the LeapThe platform. But today we're going to go back to our lead capture page, guys. And I want to talk about something that I talked about in the last video, but I want to put more emphasis on it in this video because I want you guys to understand. Now that you know how to set up your own marketing systems, you know how to take the shared codes that I've given you and actually replicate the actual sites that we actually cover inside of Rock the Funnels 2.0. So you guys know that the login starter ad maximizer is the premier product going into the actual Rock the Funnels marketing systems and funnels. And so when you are able to replicate this particular website, I showed you guys how to take these pages and redirect them to the actual marketing system, inside of the login starter ad maximizer, the big banner ads marketing strategy. And pretty soon, several other marketing systems that are actually created on inside the LeapThe platform. So what I talked about in the last video was how to redirect your lead capture page to your actual thank you page, right? And so we went from this page to this page. And it's different than going from that page to the actual marketing system, going directly to the marketing system. And I talked to you guys about the thank you page. And I want to put a little bit more emphasis on that thank you page today. And ultimately, guys, you definitely want to incorporate a thank you page such as this when you start creating or as you go in and start setting your systems up. Now, there's no real urgency to it, but the reason why I want to talk more about it is because what I want you guys to do is to understand that now you're building a list. And so if you're starting to build a list, guys, one of the things that you might really want to consider is creating a newsletter, right? A newsletter to go out to your subscribers for many reasons. Number one, you can continue to correspond with them and move product and service through the newsletter. Number two, and hopefully, or right up there with number one, is you can continue to provide real value, real substance, real techniques, tactics, strategies, tools, and resources to include your primary biz ops on the back end, product and service, whatever you want to market and promote. But inside of that newsletter, you can do all of those things. Now, when you're creating this type of thank you page, one of the other advantages of using it is because you're going to be able to brand yourself right at the door, right? As a person comes to your lead capture page, instead of going straight to your actual marketing system or redirecting straight to the marketing system, you can use this as a bridge page. It's a thank you page, but you can kind of let people know who you are. And if you create a newsletter, this is going to give them something to look forward to. If they opted into your page anyway, they wanted to know more about what it was we were talking about. But now we got a newsletter we want them to be on the lookout for. And so I'm speaking to that in this actual thank you page. And I'm simply saying, thanks for requesting your free replicated starter login ads maximizer lead generating marketing system. Be sure to check your email inbox for my side hustle and quick money tactics newsletter, Marlon Bennett, digital entrepreneur, right? They'll see that as soon as they opt into my actual lead capture page. And then to access what it was they came here for, they would just click here to get instant access. And then I will, in fact, bring them inside of the actual marketing system itself, if that makes sense, guys, right? And so it's populated, and I just got so many screens open, and you guys will see that this is where we redirect to. So now, two things just happened. The person came onto our list, number one. Let's go back and take a look at it. They came onto our list, and instead of redirecting straight to the actual marketing system, we redirected to a thank you page. We're getting up close and personal now. This is the beginning of that relationship that we want to start creating, right? And we go ahead on and take them over to the actual marketing system itself. So that person's on our list. Hopefully, they're going to be looking for our newsletter, right? Those emails, and this is how we're going to get them open. But this is I think this is a great way to do that branding. You know, tie some branding in right at the front door. Create that newsletter, right? Let's go back for a second. Create that newsletter so now they have something to look forward to that's relevant to why they opted in the first place. So now my prospects, hopefully some of you guys who are actually already on my list already, will be looking for my actual newsletter, and those newsletters can go out. You can schedule them if you're a pro inside of LeapThe every single day. You also have the capability of sending broadcasts anytime that you want, whether you're free or pro. So you are able to build a list with no limit to the amount of subscribers you can have on your list. That's free or paid. And if you are actual an upgraded pro member, you can create multiple lists, multiple newsletters, right? And so I just want you guys to make sure you understand that as you're coming through. And at some point in time, you don't need to have more than one list. I have to mention that. Let me mention that and make that clear. But if you ever want to create another list as a pro member, you can create as many as you want. You can set up these processes. Once these processes are all set up, guys, you're simply driving traffic into your lead capture pages, okay? That's all you're really doing. You're following up. You're positioning yourself in front of the ideal prospects, right? And in this instance, the organic starter ads. You're bringing people onto your list. You have a newsletter that's going to follow up with those prospects, and you also making sure that you take that prospect to where it is you want them to go when they actually come into the actual lead capture page and they actually are on your marketing system or inside of your marketing system, and which they will be when they redirect from that page. So either of these techniques you can use. It doesn't matter. I mean, you know, they're interchangeable. But at some point in time, you want to make sure that you create a thank you page, right? I can't put enough emphasis on that. A thank you page, great way to do some branding right at the door. Great way to start sending these new subscribers coming onto your list, right? That we hopefully can solve a problem for, and corresponding with them through our newsletter, right? Very, very powerfully effective. And you can automate the entire process, because once you start to write up these newsletters, you can have these newsletters that can go out for 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, over time, an entire year. Imagine that, guys, just with just one email list. You know, you're continuing to provide value. You've created those relationships, and you just got one list that's able to drip, that's able to go out on total automation to your prospects as long as you want, whether it's 30 days, 45 days, 6 months, 1 year, whatever. And here's a little tip I'm going to give you guys. You know, get into the actual habit of writing up an email every other day or so. Because if you do that, in no time at all, guys, you will have 30 days worth of emails that's actually going out on automation to your list. And get this, when it comes to the broadcast, you can go inside your actual contact management system, which is SendSteed in this instance. That's what we use as the email autoresponder inside of LeapThe, and write up a broadcast anytime, right? Let me use an example for you guys. Let's just say you started yesterday, and 3 months from now, you have 3,000 people on your list, right? Whether you're free or paid, those are 3,000 people that you can reach out to at any time you want through a simple email broadcast. And I think we went through that. I'm going to go through it again in a future video. Probably the next video, we'll show you guys how to set up those broadcasts and send them out. And just like the follow-up drip campaign, you know, the email campaign inside the newsletter. Very simple and easy to do. Take a few minutes every day, a couple of times a week, write up a new email or send out a broadcast. You may have something new that's coming up that you want to talk about, a new product that you're launching. Well, now you have a list of subscribers that you can reach out to and continue to correspond with through your newsletter. And I'll show you guys some examples of that newsletter, by the way. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys sitting in. Thanks so much. It's such a beautiful day outside, guys. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. My wife is in there on the phone talking louder than she ever has. And we're making things happen. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Let's get hot.